Hi y'all, welcome back to Lives. I think it's time we play a little 7 Days to Die. Ooh, it's morning. Yay! Alright. Let's see what we got going on here. So I made it back to my base. Oh yeah, and I put up some nice storage boxes. That one's weapons. I need to figure out how to mark these things. I miss knowing which box was which by looking at it. Am I still making dirt? Did that just... I'm still making dirt. Alright. I need to go get some logs here. Where is my path down? Oh, it's over here. Because I'm out of logs again. I done used up all my logs as fuel. Aw. Come on, lady. There we go. We are middle of the afternoon for me. No, that's not true. Beginning of the afternoon for me. Getting a little early recording in today. Today, of course, is a busy day. I believe tonight is D&D night for me. I've got so many of them now. Kind of looking forward to that. We ended last session, which was 2 weeks ago, diving into a hole and getting into an argument over whether or not to kill the guard that I knocked into the hole with me. It wasn't much of an argument because I was killing him. Not that we're murder hobos, don't get that idea. It was a drow guard in a drow city. You know, murder hobo, if you haven't heard the term, is used to refer to players who just kill everybody. But we had snuck our way through this drow city in disguise, and we needed to go into this pit that nobody's supposed to go into in part of the city, and it's got guards around it. And so when we tried to run through, one of the guards grabbed one of the other people on my team, and so I ran forward, grappled him, and then jumped into the pit. And so he got to go in the pit with us too, and then we've got one of the characters that decided that his character doesn't want to kill anything, period, ever, and argues against killing anything ever. Monsters, drow guards. Oh, you guys trying to break down my place. Look at that. They broke a hole in my support there. That's not good. I better get that fixed. They're gonna get me dumped off into the... I can never find this ladder. Cause a chain reaction, lose half my place. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to get some supplies going here. I am in the need of duct tape, glue, I need the leather, I need forged iron. I don't think I need more than that, but I'm going to go ahead and make crossbow. I would like a barbed club. No, I would not like a barbed club. I would like a spiked club. Thank you. Let's see here. Not resources, I want tools. I would like a new... Actually, can we cancel these for a second here? I need to make sure my stats are all the way up here. I've got 7 points available. Weaponsmithing is at 5, toolsmithing's at 5, gunsmithing's at 5. Let's go ahead and get armor up to 5 here. Before I start making things, I want to make sure everything gets its max set up. So yeah, so we've dove into this hole in the middle of the Drow City, and there's a cave leading out of it. So we are going to be heading deeper into whatever it is that's down here. Well, that kind of filled that up. I wanted to make some armor yet too, but I've used all my slots up. I'm going to go ahead then and grab this hammer. And probably, do I have any wooden... I do. Wooden frames left here. Go ahead and get those out. And I'll do a little work on my house while I wait for some of those to get made. So, yes, I'm looking forward to that tonight. Ish. You know. Yesterday was D&D. I usually do that one in my Minecraft videos on Monday, but Family D&D was yesterday for me, and they were so angry at one point in the afternoon that I wasn't sure they were going to do D&D yesterday, and so I talked about, or I didn't talk about it in my Minecraft video. They were pretty furious at each other at one point. And you know, when people get in a car and leave, not like, you know, I'm leaving, but like, we're gonna go to the park for a while, or whatever happens. I wasn't there, so. These are 3 apart, right? 1, 2, 3. Yep. And but we did end up having our D&D. We get in there. D&D session. They're currently working their way through a old fortress on a mountaintop that is currently being held by goblinoids, hobgoblins, ogres, goblins, bugbears, that kind of stuff. And there's a because only one of them has turned in a backstory, and this is the area they would have come from. The monastery for their backstory, because they're a monk, has been overrun, and so they just ran into they just ran into the remaining captives from the monastery, and got their first nod toward the storyline they've entered into. And I don't think they're aware of it yet. It ties into the backstory of another character, but because I have that character's backstory as well. I keep trying to get them, the rest of them. There's, technically there's 6 players. I have the backstory for 3 of those players. 2 of those players are mine, so they're not going to have that big of impact. Well, I guess the one had a huge impact because it gave me the idea for my big bad for the campaign. But for the most part, their backstories aren't going to have that big an impact. Other than, oh, that guy is the, you know, the bad guy kind of thing. And, oh, shoot. Do you see what I did? I have... screw this up a little bit here. And so, yeah, I've only got the one, really, from the 3 other people that are playing. And so I made sure to tie his story into what was going on right now. I could have tied in possibly one of the others, but they never gave me their backstory, so I'm not exactly sure what the deal is with their character, and I don't want to make up, you know, character's backstory for him. So I just wish they had done it. Anyways, they've been there for... This will be their second session. Yeah, this will be their second session in the fortress. And they basically have cleared... Oh, I ran out of frames. Basically, we've cleared the first floor now. Alright, how are we doing here? I've got a crossbow. I've got a new spiked club. I've got a new fire axe. Oh, I guess I didn't need a new fire axe yet. Well, let's combine these two, and then I can get that. And I don't have any one of those yet. Can we combine these two and get like a, yeah, a slightly better version? Okay. Tools. Fire axe, pickaxe. I could probably use a new shovel. I can't do steel yet. That's something I gotta work up to yet. That's gonna be important. Okay. Boots. Legs. Yeah, I don't have enough to make a new chest. I need more forged iron. Ooh, that's a lot of forged iron. Do it. You use a lot, so I guess we'll probably wind up some weapons. Okay. This one is ammo. If I'm switching over, I don't need these arrows. Just need iron crossbow bolts. Did I grab those arrowheads out here? Yeah. So the other thing I did over the weekend was I watched Stranger Things season 2, and it was good. It was really good. I really liked it. They had some great moments in there. I don't think I liked it as good as season 1. It was a little more... I thought I had a metal hoe. What did I do with my metal hoe? I don't have it now. Weird. I need a new garden hoe as well. But I don't think I liked it as much as season 1, because I'm not going to do any spoilers so much, but season 1 was very focused on 11. There'll be spoilers for season 1 in this, but so it's very focused on 11 and the storyline of these kids and their missing friend and you know, finding 11 and all that, and season 2 had a much different, well, not much different, but season 2 felt more focused on the adults to me. Which is fine. I enjoyed it. Just, I missed that, you know, it feel to Stranger Things season 1 had. You know, it was the kids against the monster kind of thing, and the adults were part of it, obviously, but there was less focus on that kind of thing, and a lot more. I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. I've only seen it once. I've seen. Why are you in my house? I've only seen it once. I do plan on watching it again. Possibly, maybe, hopefully. I don't want to say hopefully. I don't. That's not my house. I was in the wrong house trying to get up on the roof. Yeah. I guess I don't need up on the roof. I can work from down here. Oh. I am thirsty. I've only got one thing of water on me. But I am hoping that my niece will be able to come over and catch season 2. I don't know if her family watches Stranger Things. They don't really, I don't know, it's weird to me because well, I guess let's finish Stranger 2 thing here first, before I get off on a tangent. It was good. It was good. I really enjoyed it. They had some great new characters, and they had some great new interactions between some of the existing characters, and I'm really hopeful there's a season 3 because I'd really like to see where this is going. I really enjoyed the first 2 seasons. I also really like they had this after show thing they did. I'm gonna need way more lumber than what I've got, man. I don't know why I just flung myself off of a roof like that. Yeah, it was fun. Um, but yeah, when I grew up, we had basically one television in the house when I grew up, and as a kid, and there were technically two televisions, and but we didn't really get to use the one television, and it wasn't until I was older, a little older, that I figured out how to. This was one of the issues. In the day and age of cable and dish television, when I was a kid, we used an antenna, and we had these things, rabbit ears. Which is an antenna that's set on top of your TV. So obviously, rabbit ears are not as good as the 40-foot tower antenna that we had attached to the house to get television, because we're that far from any place to broadcast television. And so now, of course, everything's digital, and there's like multiple stations for each channel, and even if you just use an antenna, you still get 30 stations or 40 stations, however many your digital stations they broadcast in your area, possibly. And when I was a kid, we had 3 stations. 3. ABC, NBC, and CBS. And if you were lucky, you could get in PBS. And that was it. But on the one TV was hooked up to the big antenna, got all those stations. The other TV, however, we had a set of rabbit ears, right, the little antenna that sits on top of your television, and it was lucky to get one station, and maybe 2. And so, and they were probably fuzzy or blurry. Oh man, look at the size of that horde of zombies coming through. That's a big one. Some of them have peeled off to come after me. You won't like it. I just got a new spike club. That's a lot, man. That's probably like 20 zombies or more just went through there. Or more. There's even more coming up behind there. Wow. Like 30 zombies. That's a lot of zombies. I'm going someplace with this story, don't worry. And so, when I was a kid, that was it. You got to watch whatever the adult had picked on the television. Well, when I got into, I want to say junior high, senior high, was in high school, I think. I purchased, from a friend, my own television. And, it was junky, but it had a great antenna. And then so it got more stations than even the 40-foot tower would pick up. Although by that point in my life, the rotor, which is the motor on the antenna, had stopped working, and so you couldn't fine-tune the direction the antenna was facing. And so the downstairs television wasn't quite as good as it used to be. like, here's a great example. So I used to watch, like, Star Trek: The Next Generation when it was on, right? It came on, this TV station that we only sometimes got, and so it really only worked in the fall and winter, and in the spring and summer, we wouldn't have reception because the leaves on the trees, I guess, would block reception. And so it was only when the leaves on the trees were down could we get in the channel that had Star Trek: The Next Generation. You know, that kind of thing. It was crazy. But anyway, so I bought my own television, so then I had access to my own television at that point. And then I eventually bought a better television, and you know, and so now I barely even use a television. Like, I've got it, but I don't use it to watch television. I use it to as a computer monitor. What am I making? I'm making frames. And so it's weird to me because the kids. Okay, let's go with say 100 of these. There's only one television in their house, and they don't get to pick what's watched on it. And so I don't know if they watch Stranger Things because the TV is pretty much only used when one of the adults is picking something. And so I find that to be an odd thing. Here, of course, in this house, we have like 8 billion televisions, and everybody picks their own thing, practically. Which is fine with me, because I don't want to watch the things that the rest of them watch. They don't want to watch the things that I want to watch, so it works out. Although I could do without the jumping up and down while watching television, which is going on right now. I don't understand that behavior. It doesn't make any... Oh, look, there's a screamer. Huh, I kind of thought that eye was over top of... Really? Is she dead? And all she had was a sandwich. So yeah, but I have been in contact with my niece asking if she would like to come over and catch the next chapter of Stranger Things. 'Cause I know that she probably hasn't gotten a chance to watch it at home. I just, you know, they come over and they're like, yeah, all we've been allowed to watch is The Walking Dead, and she doesn't like The Walking Dead. I don't know, it's just bizarre. I would never live like that. I wouldn't do it. It just... I don't want to make people sit in the room and watch something that I like, even though they don't. It's crazy to me. Sometimes I make them sit in the room and watch something they say they don't want to watch, and then after they watch it, they're like, oh no, that was amazing. But that's more of a haven't seen it, so can't actually form an opinion, just saying I don't want to because spite. I don't know. I had that issue with my my nephew. He really likes giant robots and giant monsters. 'Cause, you know, who doesn't? And so I'm like, hey, you should watch Pacific Rim with me then. I don't want to watch that. It sounds stupid. I'm like, but it's giant robots and giant monsters fighting each other. You just said you like that stuff. You just showed me 3 shows that are about that you watch. You watch Voltron. This is like that, but with live action. Yeah, it doesn't sound like my kind of thing. Are you sure? Because it sounds exactly like your kind of thing. And so he's like, fine, I'll take a look at it. And so put it in and start watching it. And he's like, yeah, I'm not sure I'm supposed to be watching this. I'm like, are you kidding me? The crap you watch on YouTube that you're not supposed to be watching, that you watch anyways, and the show that I'm telling you is okay for you to watch, you're telling me you're not sure you're allowed to watch it. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to go now. And I tried it one other time, and he still refused to watch it. And so this last time, I didn't tell him what I was putting in. I asked him if he wanted to watch a movie because he was grounded from video games. And so he said sure, and it's like, what are we watching? I'm like, it's a surprise. And so then he's like, that was amazing, and I loved it, and I can't, you know, when's the next one come out? I'm like, see, I don't know why you fight me on this. But what I didn't do, hey, I never opened the safe in my house. What I didn't do was sit there and make him watch 6 seasons of a show that you hate. I heard a zombie. Where is this zombie? I didn't want it in my house. Where are you? This is so weird. I heard it growling. There's no zombie in here. I don't know what I was hearing. That is so bizarre. I'm hallucinating zombie sounds. Well, I guess I really do need to figure out how to paint these boxes. I guess I should probably... Oh, let's drink some delicious yellow tea. See? Zombie noise. I hear you, zombie. I hear you. The problem is I don't see... Oh, there we are. Where were you when I came through here earlier? No, where did I get boiled eggs? That's weird. I don't know where those came from. They're mine now. Alright. With that, I am going to call it. So, click like if you like, subscribe, share, and catch the next one, and I will talk to you later.